Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another 180 Markets Weekly Wrap. And today, friends, we are going to talk about Goldilocks, nerves, and how to take advantage of it. But before we get to that, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, sign up to 180markets.com.au. You will find content you will find nowhere else on the internet. And also, make sure to tune in because this Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Australia Eastern Time, we are hosting Chris Judd for a live webinar. And he's going to talk about his Cerruty macro fund. And for those of you that don't know, Chris not only has been a great football player, but also a great investor. And his returns have been outstanding. And he's going to talk about his market outlook, how to take advantage of it. So be sure to watch. And now, friends, back to what I mentioned earlier. Goldilocks. Well, right now we are seeing that Goldilocks scenario play out, which is we are seeing an economy that is slowing, but not too much. And in fact, coming through with the information this week on the economy, CPI, PPI numbers, rental numbers, auto sales numbers, well, they are putting us into that position where right now markets are pricing in a 75% chance of an interest rate cut in September. And that is good news historically for stock prices. And at the same time, we are seeing big money market balances, which shows that there is cash on the sidelines. And then this setup could potentially lead into a very strong end of year. But in the meantime, nerves. Well, right now, the markets have become very illiquid, especially with the mid and small cap companies. Trading volumes are coming to a halt. We are seeing big share moves, and the reason for that is because there is not a lot of liquidity. But again, right now, what we are trying to understand is how does the end of the year play out? But in the meantime, to talk about what did go on in the markets this week in this slowing down period of time, I'll turn it over to Sean.
Thanks, Greg. And the tough market continues. There are quite a few placements. There are quite a few movers, and there was a bit of hope during the week, which we'll look at soon. But let's start on the 180 Markets platform. So we have three raises on there that are closed. Forbidden Foods, they raised 500,000 at 1.2. They've unfortunately been a very disappointing performer since listing. Remember that they were 20-cent IPO, and I think they traded as high as 38 cents when they listed, but unfortunately since then it's been all the way down. Killy Resources, not one I know a lot about, but yeah, they raised $1 million at 10 cents. WRK, 2.5 cent raise, $6 million. They got a $40 million market cap. And yeah, there were no options with that, but yeah, that raise has closed. What do we have open on the platform? Let's first take a look at ADN, one that 180 Markets is helping pretty closely with. We are co-lead on the raise. Now, it's priced pretty attractively, 1.25. Now, that comes with a free 1.75 cent option, hopefully to be listed, 36 months. So that should create some value there. I don't know if people remember, but about 5-6 years ago, this company went from where it is now to about 45 cents and has come all the way back down. It hasn't been at the capital raise price in a long time, so fingers crossed it never gets there. But yeah, hopefully things can turn around with the $3 million plus that they're going to raise. PAM is open on the platform. They are raising $1.5 million at 8.5 cents. Novus is raising the money for them, so good luck, Anthony, me mate. And yeah, hopefully PAM do really well. GTG, we are helping with the shortfall of the rights issue, and the same thing with LODESTAR. They are raising money at 0.1 cent. And yeah, LODESTAR unfortunately has not been a great performer, but yeah, hopefully things turn around if they can get the cash in. All right, as we said, there was quite a bit of movement this week. Latin Resources did receive a takeover offer from one of the big boys, Pilbara. So Pilbara has got a pretty big market cap of $8 billion. And yeah, it's good to see some consolidation in the industry because lithium stocks have really been struggling. And I mean, even at the takeover price, it's still over here, 18 cents, a lot lower than where it was trading, but it just offers some hope for a lot of lithium companies out there. Now, it didn't send a light under lithium stocks. A lot of them moved up, but pretty slowly. So let's just take a look at a few smaller ones. So GALAN Lithium, another terrible performer. We have mentioned it a few times. So they did go up yesterday, but straight after the market, did an at-the-market raise at 12 cents using that facility. I didn't love that because they did raise money at 23 cents recently. So why go and dilute for another $1 million? But anyway, I'm sure they know better than me. The little ones, which aren't that little, but in share price wise they are. SAYONA has gone up a little bit after the news. Which other ones do we look at? Core Lithium, also 2%. No major moves here in the smaller ones. That's what we are waiting for. Everyone is waiting for a bounce in these little beaten down lithium stocks. And if they start running, watch out, because people will hopefully return to the market. But as I said, when, if, who knows? One that I was pretty happy to see bounce back was St. George Mining, SGQ. So we did mention last week that they did a 2-tranche placement with an acquisition of an niobium project, and it looked pretty good at the time. But last Friday or Thursday, someone went on chat groups and spreaded some false information. At that time, the share price was trading at 4 cents. Let's try and see what happened. If we go back to the 10-day chart, so the stock halted over here for capital raise, went all the way up to 3.6. I actually think that they hit a bit higher. Pretty sure they hit 4 cents, but I don't think charts lie. It then came all the way back down, and after some false information, but the company has since corrected that. And yeah, good to see St. George back up, because I am taking quite a bit in tranche 2, and yeah, hopefully the boys at GBA can provide a winner. Another stock that was higher this week is Live Hire. They did receive a takeover offer, and they did go a lot higher. So let's look at the 5-year chart there. They were trading at 45 cents in about 2021. And yeah, that has been a terrible performer. But yeah, this takeover offer, the board has accepted it, which, I mean, they must be a bit disappointed that they didn't get out around here. But yeah, obviously the takeover provides more certainty for the company. And yeah, I guess shareholders would probably have mixed feelings, but some would be up, most would be down. Let's just finally take a look at BPH. Now, I love seeing stocks that have gone up after a placement. They raised last week at 1.8 cents with options. Shares look like they have been issued, and the stock went quite a bit higher this week. I think it went as high as 2.5. People do have the stock now, so there has been a bit of selling. That's a wrap. A tough week, but some good signs, and hopefully the good signs turn into better signs, and hopefully we can get some buying back into the market. Now, as Greg said at the start, we are very excited for Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. We're interviewing the great man. Let's take a look at the wall. Not such a great club at the moment, but yeah, very excited that Chris is going to be joining us. For those of you that don't know Chris, he's a star footy player. He was a star footy player, now is a star investor who runs a fund that is outperforming. I invested in his fund when he first launched, and I'm putting in more funds, and now we're opening it up to the platform. So please join us on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everyone. It is getting a little bit warmer outside, which is great. See you next week.